Owatonna High School volleyball coach Jason Kaytor. The Huskies went to Farmington yesterday, and that first set was kind of tough, but my goodness, the girls came back, and quite a win last night, Jason.
Yeah, the first set, it was, there was a lot of nerves out there. And when things started going wrong, it just compounded, and the nerves kept coming. And then, Farmington had a game plan, and they executed it that first set to perfection. And, it was really tough on us. But, we got the set over with, went into the huddle, said, well, it can't get worse than that. Now, just start to play with some confidence. And, we came out right away and got some big points right away and kind of ran away with the second set. And that was just what we needed to have, was a little bit more confidence to shake the nerves out of that first set.
Then the third set was a thriller. It went to overtime. What was a turning point in that one?
Well, there were a couple of missed calls there, but, that's going to happen in a match. But it was just, it was a tight one, back and forth. And we'd miss a serve, they'd miss a serve, and, good kills both ways. And it was just that, overtime, and they just got 2 more points in that set.
When a couple of calls go against you, or calls aren't made the way you think you should, does anything have to be said that the girls don't let that get to them too much and move past it?
Well, I just tell them, worry about your game. I'll worry about the refs. That's my job. Yeah. Your job is out on the court, and that's how I leave it, is just don't worry about it. We can't control what they do, and if anybody's going to do anything, I'll be the one to say something, so just worry about our game, and that's all we can do at that time.
The fourth set was a pretty good one in your favor?
Yeah, again, it was about just like the second set, almost exactly. We ran a lot of our offense. We put up a nice defense on them. We switched a couple things defensively throughout all the sets, and we're able to kind of get a good momentum going into the fifth set, and they were kind of down going into that fifth set.
But it was still pretty close. I think, 15-12 in the fifth set. Were you ahead all the way?
Yeah, I think we had the lead the entire time, or tied. Okay. We had a pretty good lead. I think it was 10-6, and at that point we could play side out, and I think they got a couple points, and we'd get a side out and maybe a point. So I felt really good when I think it was 13-9, and then Coach Woody took a timeout. I felt really good at that time where we tried to get 2 points. All we need to do is side out or a couple more times, and we had that match.
It sounds like, I know that Schultz and Carly had some good kill numbers, but it sounds like there were some great kills from all sorts of different people at key times of the match.
Exactly. Tori Urch has been doing that for us all year when we really need it, and the other team thinks we're going outside. Lesky steps back to her, and Tori puts it down, and it's just what we need at the right time. And one of the things we talked about after watching film was how Farmington leaves their deep corners open, and we told Elise, if you get in trouble, just hit it into the deep corners. There's nobody there, and I think she did that 3 or 4 times last night. And Krista Gregory, she's so athletic. She just makes these plays out of nowhere, and nobody's expecting it because she jumps so high and just turns and hits the ball and gets a lot of kills that way. But, a lot of it was set by our passing and our setting by Lexi.
Nice job by Lexi. You had mentioned that the Tigers had a couple outside hitters. Was it digging or blocking, or how did you defense them?
A lot of it was actually our attack. By being aggressive, we knew that they had to go outside all the time. So we had plenty of time to set up our block and set up our defense, knowing where they were going to go a lot of the time. So, yeah, we had a nice block set up, and we switched on our blocking teams a couple of times on one of their hitters. So we kind of knew where they were going to go, so we had time to set up, and everybody got their positions, and we were able to dig it and block it. So we did a really good job defensively on them.
So a 3-2 win over Farmington. The Huskies now go to Rochester Mayo. Mayo beat Century yesterday, so the semifinals will put you at the home of the Big Nine champions. And Rochester Mayo was a 3-1 winner over Owatonna on that emotional night back at the midway point of the season. Some thoughts and keys heading into this one on Thursday night?
Well, yeah, we know what Mayo's got. They've got a nice tall outside hitter that is hard to defend, and they got a real strong outside hitter in Holton. But we also know that if we pass and attack, we can get them on their defense and their serve receive. We can keep them out of system. we can hopefully do what we did last night and defend against their outside attack. We just have to realize that we can beat these guys, and we have to come confident and aggressive right off the bat, and it should be a lot of fun. I wish it was at home, but we got to go to Mayo. We haven't played there this year, so it's going to be a fun atmosphere. Hopefully, like last night, I know we had more students there. I think we had a bigger crowd than Farmington had at their own home match, and without a doubt, that helped us last night. Hopefully, they'll come over to Rochester on Thursday.
All right, I think they will. Congratulations to you and the team, Jason. A nice victory over Farmington in the section quarterfinals, 3-2 on Friday night, and go get them against Rochester Mayo.
All right, thanks, Roy.
All right, Owatonna coach Jason Kaytor, Coach's Show on KRFO.